greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Fullbuddycast.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. This is an after hours Fullbuddycast special edition. This is after hours. We had a Fullbuddycast, Fullbuddy Friday night. It was for Corey Bentley's birthday. And we started out at Mazatlan around 6 p.m. There? Corey was there, yeah.
You're not supposed
Corey. We got some giggly girls here too, but but Corey was there, Craig was there. It was a fun time, and then they brought their girlfriends and wife and all that, and then all of a sudden, so my wife was out of town, so she's on a girls trip, and then it just turned into a gaggle of girls that showed up as well. No men. I thought I was going to see Seth Loop, not there, never showed up. Ran into other people that kind of hung out with us. And anyway, had a good time. We had Shekinah Sarver, Patreon.
Hi.
We had, and she's here with us right now. We had Deszi B as well, Patreon.
Hello.
And then we had Amanda Keating. We had Sandra Wilcutt. Amanda Keating, Patreon. We had, and then we also had Big V, Veronica, Patreon. You guys don't like that name.
Mm-mm. I do.
No.
It's hilarious. It's a great name.
She doesn't like that name.
Oh, she doesn't?
No, she doesn't.
She pretends she doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it.
She pretends she doesn't like it.
She literally says, I don't like it. That's not pretending.
Sometimes we don't know what we like.
And so then we went and hung out with some friends. I feel like I'm not missing anything, right?
Nope.
I've had some drinks. Okay, so then we went to Bordeaux Wine Bar. Had a nice drink there. I had an IPA. You guys had some wine. Shekinah is a wine drinker now.
Oh,
here
me
and
too.
there.
Me
here
too.
and there.
Yeah.
And Deszi.
Yeah.
You drink that sweet shit.
I did. I drank it.
and then we went to Cole Street Brewery to support Sean and Cole Street. Could have ordered more beers, I guess. But that's where we ran into Craig and Corey and Garrett and a few others. And that was fun to see them and got to catch up with them. Had a friend come out as well. Can't talk about him, but a good friend. Enjoy the guy. He's hilarious. And then went over to Cedars and drank a little bit more. Ran into Mel.
Good old Cedars.
No.
And then a few others, Steven and Kristen and a few others. So anyway, had a good time. So now there's a point, and this right now is 12:34 a.m. in the a.m.
Yes.
This is very, very late for us.
This is late for us old people. Now you guys are, Deszi, how old are you?
Why are we asking this question?
26.
And how much do you weigh?
35, and I weigh 135.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
I like to keep it
and I weigh
balanced.
and I weigh 249.
Hey, congratulations for getting under the 250.
I got under 250. It took
it.
Everything of all my MyFitnessPal to get there app. And then we got Shekinah Sarver, age
38.
38. Wow, you're going truthful on this. Also,
Desi's fucking truthful on this too.
Well, I did say I was 26, and then I realized
Yeah.
that wasn't going to work. I used to say I was 30.
I was
Tonight, I'll
go
be
with
honest.
25, but then
We
Desi said
we could do it. We could. Here we are, 25.
we're 25.
How easy is that?
if we could go off of
Nobody
looks,
can see us, so
yeah, if we go off of looks, Deszi, I'm gonna just be honest. This is honest looks right now. Okay.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
Okay. Shekinah, 31. Okay. Me, 22.
Obviously.
No, 52. Now, are you girls, real quick, so we're going to get honest. We've had a lot of fun conversations today. I'm not editing any of this, so just tell me
that's
this.
because we're gonna not let you air it.
No, I'm going to air it.
No,
this is already aired.
Going up.
So here's the question for you guys.
I need to drink more.
You need to drink some more water. You've been good. You've been actually really good tonight. Here's the question, and you too.
How about
We just took all. Who took the Jello shots? Did you guys say Jello?
All took the Jello.
I did too.
Honestly, though, they make me gag, and you have to use your tongue to scoop it out. It hits the thing in the back of your throat. It's
100%.
You gotta commit.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah, and I didn't know they were gonna bring out like 50 of them to us.
A whole pitcher.
Who said get a pitcher?
Kristen.
Okay, I was gonna blame Travis, but Kristen.
Well, I said, hey, I'll put it on my tab, and then they show up with a full pitcher of like 25 of these puppies.
Well, I mean, she ordered it before you offered to pay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What a gentleman I am.
What a gentleman.
I mean, it's just pay attention, if you're going to offer to pay.
That's true. And then we'll get into some different things. Let's talk about Mazalon real quick. What did you order, Deszi?
2 plates of the roasted jalapenos. One is sitting in front of me now, and the other one I ate earlier.
You ate already earlier. Now, what's the roasted jalapenos? What else they got on that?
Cheese, bacon, cream cheese. They're bomb.
Delicious.
Bomb.com.
Yes.
Delicious. And then what's yours? What do you got over there, Shekinah?
Roast con pollo with extra vegetables.
What is that? If I were to
like rice with like a
bunch of other stuff,
tomato sauce and cheese and.
But there's some meat in there. I want to say chicken, and there's some mushrooms in there too, and some onions. Any seafood in there? Any? No, okay. I had I don't know what it's called, but it was mushrooms, onions, and shrimp or prawns, whatever you call it. By the way, shout out to Amanda and to Veronica. We're gonna call her Veronica.
Oh, good job.
Big V had tea enchiladas, so that was very cool. Posted that on there. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, there's going to be a girls' Vegas trip. You're welcome.
Yes.
This was my idea.
Can't wait.
100% my idea.
I think it was Jamie's trip, though.
It is Jamie's trip now, but she said, "Hey, what are you?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to go golf with some friends. We're going to go down to Arizona." She goes, "Well, I want to go do something." I'm like, "Hey, take some of the hotels that we have for free and go take it down for." But we didn't have any hotels for free in June. But anyway, it started the conversation of having a girls' trip, and so her mom's going, she's going, Desi's going, Shekinah's going. We have other friends coming out. It's gonna be fun. Mm-hmm. Now, Deszi, when was the last time you went to Vegas?
Probably close to 7 years ago. I haven't taken very many vacations in my lifetime. So
you did just get back from...
Yeah, I went away.
Went away for a little bit to the ocean. Yeah. Ocean shores.
A little bit far off from
that. A little further than that. Shekinah, last time you been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas.
Do you even know what it is even in store for?
I mean...
You gotta get
point the mouth.
You gotta get all up in there.
I'm not a professional. Desi's a professional. She's got
this
sexy radio voice.
No, yeah, Deszi sounds like freaking. What's that?
She's a natural.
106.9 warm. Who's
Delilah.
So here, let's do a quick little Delilah thing. Okay, I'm gonna call in. Okay, so you welcome me in, Deszi.
What am I supposed to say?
Do you know who Delilah is?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Okay, so just say, hey, how's your, what song would you like to hear? And then
you gonna call in?
Yeah. Bring.
No, I can't.
Bring.
Okay, I'm answering.
I don't know what type of phone that was. It was like 2, then 1, then 3. Go ahead.
Hey, what am I supposed to say?
You're Delilah. You do it.
I can't now. You're putting me on the spot.
Okay, Shekinah, can you be Delilah? Okay, I'll be Delilah. You guys call. Hey, everyone. So, we got Deszi on the phone here. Deszi, you want to hear a song? Is there a special loved one you want to dedicate to?
Delilah.
God, I would like to hear the very classical WAP.
Oh, yes.
Very good choice.
I'd like to dedicate that to my grandmother. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
Macaroni in a pot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, Vegas wives. Goodness gracious. Holly's like going, what are you guys talking? Vegas wives, how are you guys doing?
Excellent.
So what's so what are you expecting? What are you expecting here? Honestly.
What am I expecting?
Yeah. Like what are you looking forward to and what are you kind of halfway expecting?
Delilah.
Oh, there you go. Good job. See,
Desi.
you don't put her on the spot.
Deszi from the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
Desi's gonna wake up in the middle of the night tonight and go, Delilah. Like, what? Anyway, Shekinah, what are you expecting?
What am I expecting? I don't know what I'm expecting. But maybe some excessive drinking.
Okay. Some sun.
Hanging by the pool. Trouble.
Trouble?
Mm-hmm.
You mean treble and bass? Music pumping?
I want to zip line naked down. Is it on Fremont?
Trouble.
Yeah.
See?
Yes. Cool. Okay, let's do realistic things there,
Okay.
Deszi.
Why is that not realistic?
Because she's not going to get naked, and she's not going to zip line either.
Well, okay. How
I
about
would
we go
zip line. Well, what is it called when you? That's a zip line.
Yeah.
You falling from the sky ish.
That's yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess. I think. Are you talking about skydiving, or are you talking about bungee jumping?
No, the line.
Yeah, then zip line. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
No. So what else? What else are you really looking forward to?
Pool parties. For
Pool
sure.
parties,
Yeah.
music, bump, bump, bump. So what Jamie likes to do, let me just give you a little quick little shindig on what Jamie likes to do. Read a book by a pool.
Mm-hmm. That feels
Mus-
nice to like
music,
recover.
drinking, it's fun. So if you're looking, but here's the thing. I think I was telling you this actually, Shekinah.
Mhm.
Some people are like, I don't know if I can, what will I look like in a bathing suit? Dude, I'm the king of like wearing lake shirts for the past like 40 years of my life.
I'm gonna wear a lake shirt too.
What a lake
Yeah.
shirt is
I'm wearing a white T-shirt
that it's-
everywhere.
That's what
Cool.
I'm saying. It's
Mhm.
all you're scared to cover. But you go to Vegas, everyone, all shapes and sizes, they're wearing bikinis or swimsuits or swim trunks. They don't care. Like you'll have some guy who's walking around who's like bronzer than bronze. He's like a 75-year-old Italian guy. He's got a Speedo on, gray chest hair, white chest hair. He don't care. My eyes hurt. I gotta close my eyes.
I see that. I'm like, what? He's in the zone.
I was
right
almost
now.
like I was like Ray Charles, just like going back and forth, just singing.
I love when you
Stevie Wonder,
I love when you hit the 75-year-old man with chest hair. Your eyes just immediately close.
dude. Just thinking about that
Yeah.
guy. So it's fun, So don't worry about too much about how you feel or how you look. Just go out there, have fun, get a little tan going. Don't go to the topless pool. Because then Jamie, I'm not there yet. I'm not there to allow. I'm not saying I want to allow it. I'm not in charge, but it's like, Jamie would allow me to go. See, for a guy, would she allow me to go to a bottomless pool
Would you do the helicopter?
with that TikTok
The camera
video that you no, I would not.
It's called a cock cam. Let's use.
That's okay.
Yes.
We need to move forward on this. Are you? Yeah, so what food are you looking to do? Or any video game? Or not video game, slot machines? Are you guys looking to go to any shows? Is there
I've
any?
never gambled. I don't care about gambling.
You don't care at all?
No.
What if you get sucked in?
I don't know. I mean, if it's fun, sure.
I'm not a big
Doesn't sound
gambler,
very fun.
honestly. So I'll bring like $20, and then do they have penny machines there?
Yeah, they have penny
Okay,
machines.
I'm gonna hit it hard. With the
Nice.
penny. Yeah. I
Nice.
expect to win big, though. I really feel like I'm just gonna come home just loaded.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm excited for you guys. I'll be able to join you guys Friday night. What I'm looking forward to, like all vacations, is just getting on the plane. Getting on the plane for me is so much fun because I know in like 2.5 hours I will not be in cold, dingy weather.
Mm.
It's gonna be
That'd
fun
be
for you
nice.
guys.
I like getting
It's
on the
gonna be
plane
hot.
because I don't leave very often, and I don't I'll plan a trip and then I'll pay for it. But until I'm actually on that flight, it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Mhm.
actually like hard to believe that I'm going, and then I'm off.
How was your most recent vacation?
Good, really good.
Where did you go?
Oh.
Can you talk about it or no?
A little bit Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
You posted
Oh,
a few
you just
pictures.
went to Hawaii?
I did, yeah.
What island?
Nice.
Honolulu.
I've never been. We were supposed to go last like October and it fell through.
It's pretty there.
Have you been there before?
I have not.
This was your first time there?
Yes.
And is it true? Like you get off the plane and they hand you a lei on your, is that still a thing or no?
They didn't for me. I got stuck on the flight because there was a broken pipe. So it like flooded the airport and I ended up like in a weird part of the airport. And it was like from, I swear, the 90s. It had payphones. I think it was like a historical part. I walked in there and I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I couldn't find my way around. I was asking for help. And I think that they led me astray. I hopped on like this like shuttle thing and they brought me to a different side. So I found my way, obviously, because I came home. But
yeah. And was the weather good?
It was, yeah. It's pretty there and it's warm. I brought the rain with me for sure. I think I haven't been there, so it rained and then it would be nice and a bit windy.
Did you do any like luau's or anything? Go hiking or do anything that was like body surfing? Anything Hawaii like you could do in Hawaii that you can't do elsewhere?
I don't think so. Just kind of stayed low key. Went to the beach, market, ate. And stuff like that. Just kind of enjoyed it from like a non-touristy side. Which
so
was
you
nice.
you just like, you know what? I'm going to pretend I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I live here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys know this, but Deszi has done a number on my brain. And it's because she heard one day that I am not a feet guy at all. And then one day I just got like 8 to 10 pictures of all these feet, island feet she took of people randomly of the island, just toenails every which way, feet broken, just one foot pick after another. And I immediately wanted to murder her. It was crazy.
It amazes me in such a tropical place with people probably, I assume, always in flip-flops, how many people don't take care of their feet? Like, I'm not trying to be judgy, but I was like, okay. All right.
Yeah, everyone sees these.
It was an adventure, though. It was fun trying to find feet.
For
to
me?
send you. Yeah, yep.
I'm so
solely
happy.
for you, yeah.
So happy.
It was like a game. Just
Nice.
walking around the market
Thank
and
you.
elsewhere, just finding, like, oh, that's a good one. That's
Appreciate
a good
it.
So
one.
how did you take these pictures, though? Were you
Stealth.
just like, you just had your phone out?
I had to like walk by. Some people had to pass by twice. I put some effort into this, okay? So some people I'd have to pass
They're
by
walking
twice.
by quickly, so you had to pace.
I did, or I'd have to,
phone
if I
beside them.
knew that,
Okay.
that I needed to zoom in, I would do it before I got to them.
Yeah.
And then I would zoom in and just kind of like I was afraid that someone was going to see and try to fight me or
You
something.
made sure that shit was on silent?
I did.
So you
Oh,
weren't-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the worst.
Yep.
Oh man, or the flashlight goes on.
Yeah.
You're like,
oh, yeah.
the worst. Shekinah. Have you been to Hawaii before?
I have.
What island?
I think it's the Big Island.
You can scoot that chair up a little bit if you want.
Okay.
The Big Island. What is it? What island is
I think
that?
it was Honolulu.
Oh, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Were you there with Deszi?
We did. That's, it was
yeah,
the two of
yeah.
us.
Wow,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
It might have been a couple years in between.
Oh,
actually.
okay. How old were you?
I was 18.
18 years old. Was it like a senior trip type of a thing? Like because you
Me and
graduated?
My best friend Shallon.
Really?
We went.
Shallon
Mhm.
going to the friggin' Vegas trip too.
Mhm.
So when you guys went there by yourselves, nobody else?
So she has an aunt who lives there, so we got to stay there. But yeah, we
Flew
out.
right in
Yeah.
and she picked you up,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
My parents were super worried about it. My mom cried at the airport.
Really? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
This is way back in the day when your parents could take you to, the
Yeah,
gate.
and just
all the
drop
way
you.
to-
Yes, all the way.
It doesn't
Drop
happen.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
It's-
it, stay for a while.
It's weird, and I don't I don't know where you like visited on the island, but it's like the beaches are so beautiful,
Yeah.
but then it's like you end up in like Jurassic Park type.
Areas?
Yeah.
Like also it's like dense and like
It is, and there's vines. It's beautiful there.
Mm,
Wow.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And what did you enjoy on the island there, Shekinah?
It was quite a few years ago.
That you remember besides
well,
all the
I
shirtless boys just body surfing.
Yeah. Well, I was 18, but I did some prepping before we left. Shallon is older than me, so she was legally able to drink. However, I was not.
So you're like 12 years old. I'm going to go and just start drinking since 12?
What?
No, I was joking. Like, how do you prep for that?
No, I prepped for it. I got a fake ID.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm going to hold my liquor. I'm going to drink a keg a week.
No. Did you drink a lot when you were there?
Yeah.
Did you?
We drank a lot. We were in a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
If I tag you this and your mom listens, is she going to be, does she already know this story?
She won't listen, don't worry.
You'll be surprised.
But there was one bar that we went to, I think it was like the second to the last night, and the guy was like, this is a fake. He wasn't going to give it back. And I like put all my girl on and I started crying and I was like, please. Oh, I just said second to last. I mean, second night in.
Oh, so you was going to be gone for the rest of the...
Right. And I was like, please, I don't care if you don't think it's real. I won't come in here. Like, but this is like, I have to be able to get back home. Like, please. And everything. And he was like, oh my God. He totally knew it was a fake, and he did end up giving it back to me so I can party the rest of the week.
Did he sell you any? Did he say get out of here, or was he like all right, here's it back? But
he was a dick at first, but then he was like, he kind of softened up a little bit and was like, just go. To
I wish I could
place.
put my entire girl on and just like get stuff. Kind of cool. Oh, I don't know. What if I like?
I was like
get
so
pulled over by a cop?
Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Cop's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Can I please not get a ticket? Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Swims. Oh my god.
I've been lit off on a ticket before. I've never had a speeding ticket. And the only time I almost got when I was going like 15 over, it was on 400. I thought the speed limit. I told him, I said I knew I was speeding, but I thought it was 5 over, not 15. And he let me off. But he did say,
did you wink? Did you show some cleave?
Obviously.
Did you show a little leg?
I didn't. My kids said
ankle?
It's because he thought I was hot that he let me off. I assure you, I had Christmas pajama pants in the middle of summer. I was moving. I looked wrecked. He did not let me off for my looks. Okay,
he probably saw, oh my gosh, this person's on the end of their string right now.
I need to give her a break. She is wrecked.
You gotta help her.
She cannot afford this.
I was pulled over several times. Finally got a ticket. It was actually, I think I counted. It was 16 times that I got pulled over, and I finally got a ticket.
Oh my gosh!
And it was it was mostly because my car was a piece of crap. I bought like a '67 Cadillac out of the Safeway parking lot for like $400. Taillight would go out, get pulled over. Hey, your taillight sucks. But that's what happened. So I never smoked cigarettes, but one of my friends, Brandon, he smoked beaties. And I don't know if you guys know what beaties are, but they're like a clove cigarette, so they hit harder. And so I had a clove. We went golfing. I had a clove like right before we left, and I drove. And I actually had been at the mall all day as well. So it was like my day off. I'm a teenager, golf, mall, and I smoked some beaties while I was driving. Anyway, this cop pulls me over. And I am so like I'm feeling the buzz from this legal beatie, and I was so used to pulling money out of my wallet that when he came up, I rolled down the window and he's like, "Can I get your license and registration?" And I like opened my wallet like I was gonna take cash out of my wallet flap area. And I just stared at this wallet. I go, in my head, I'm like, how much do I owe this guy? Like, what is it that I owe? Like, okay, because I was used to shopping, was buying stuff. Anyway, he was like, I need your license. And so I handed my license. I didn't get a ticket, thank goodness, but my taillights were out. He followed me to a friend's house and until I could park it. It was embarrassing. But yes, I finally got pulled over, got a ticket at one point, and I pulled myself over. It was a motorcycle cop on A Street in frickin' Auburn, and he was gunning people with his like speedometer thing, and I saw him hit me. He goes to get. I'm in a Toyota Tercel. I'm not going that fast, but I'm red, so he saw me. Anyway, I saw that he gets onto his motorcycle, and I pull right in front of him. I just park. So he didn't have to even fire up his motorcycle. I knew he was coming after me. He walks over and I said, "Hey." I thought he'd be like, give me a warning, like, okay, this guy didn't make me get on my motorcycle. He didn't like all that. No, he gave me a freaking ticket. I was so pissed.
Douche.
Have you guys got tickets?
I got a ticket. I helped a friend when she was in labor. So it was a long night, and I followed all of her family out. I usually have kids with me, obviously. And I wasn't used to not having kids with me, so I just followed them all onto the on-ramp. I can't remember what hospital we were at. Turns out it was a carpool on-ramp.
Yeah.
The cop was flipping me a peace sign, and I was like, okay. And then she like waved me over and told me, and I was like, oh, okay. So she ticketed me for using the carpool lane.
It was a female, so you couldn't give the old smile.
It was. And you know what else is bad? My passenger side window was broke, so she had to like peek in through the back right window.
And
then she ticketed me.
I need people to get in this picture. I need someone to lean forward into this picture.
Wait,
You're not even in this picture.
I know, I'm in it now, though.
I'm like all the way forward.
Goodness. Oh, there we go. I just do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's going to get posted at some point in our lives.
Okay. But yeah, she just leaned in back of the V-dub and gave me the ticket.
Did she get the flashlight out and look around in the back?
No, because it was daylight.
Oh, okay.
She didn't even frisk me either.
Well, were you looking forward to that?
Well, I mean, if you're going
to pull me over,
you may as well do it all.
Make it a little fun for me.
Right?
Shekinah, ticket? First time?
Yeah. I mean, I had tickets when I was younger. It's been a while.
How fast were you going and all that? What was it? Was it just speed trap? Were you just blowing through things? Can we not talk about it?
No,
Like,
I mean,
you got a
I don't
legal
actually
clause
remember.
right now?
I think I had like probably 2 speeding tickets. I had 2 accidents, and then like when I was 18, like all like super close to each other, and then I was like, okay, I need to
What were your
slow
accidents?
down and calm down.
Like rear-ending someone in the...
No, both were not my fault. I swear.
I hit them, but they hit me first.
From behind.
No, one was that somebody T-boned me.
Oh.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. It was just like a residential area, so we were both going like 20, so it wasn't even that dramatic, but
made you skip the car a little bit?
It was like, I say it's not my fault, but according to my insurance, I guess it was my fault because
I blew through a stop sign.
Neither of us had a stop sign.
Oh.
But apparently they were on the bigger street in this residential area.
So they have the right of way?
Yeah. So whatever. The other one, somebody just like stop and go traffic on the freeway, and somebody bumped into my rear, and that was it.
But you weren't hurt? No,
no
neck pain or anything like that?
Nope.
Bummer. Just kidding. What about you, Daz? You been in a car accident?
Yeah, a couple. Both hit from behind. Each time I was stopped, couldn't go anywhere. The first one was a hit and run, but they caught the guy. The second one was in the nighttime, and I saw the person coming at me, and I'm like, okay, you'd see the brake lights like light up in the night. Nothing. So I tried to put my car in a ditch as fast as, I'm at a complete stop. There's cars in front of me. Almost made it to like nosedive into the ditch because I've been hit from behind, and it messed my back up. Yeah. And so I was able to move over a little bit. So she only hit the left side of my car, which was obviously the driver's side. Hard, or just did she hit the brakes? No, yeah, she hit it hard. Yeah. Turns out that her dog needed her in the back seat, so she tended to her dog, and it's fine though. So you can just hit me. Yeah.
Well, I had a dog in the back seat, and my accident, and I was tending to the dog.
Oh,
no,
you?
Just kidding.
No,
I kind of hit somebody, but not too big. But the accidents thing, that's a scary thing because I feel like I have dreams about that. Those weird dreams where you're like, it's out of your control. You ever have those types of dreams?
Yeah, it sucks when you see.
Why are you laughing? What? Shekinah's giggling over here.
I wasn't sure where you were going at first.
Oh, but my dream.
You side-eyed me a couple of times. I'm like, I don't know where
I'm not in control.
You're out of control.
No, but
I hate when you have dreams and you're fighting somebody, and you can't punch him.
Yeah, that sucks.
I hate that.
I hate the ones where you can't say anything.
Yeah.
Like you're like yelling, you're screaming, they can't hear you, or maybe your voice is mute, and they're like, that's weird. In fact, the meanest thing I think my mom ever did, not a mean mom, nice mom, but I was sick one day from school, and I had one of those fever dreams, where you're like, it seems like it's real life. And in my dream, my mom and dad and others that were close to me were trying to talk to me, but they weren't I couldn't hear them. Like it was mute. Like anytime they'd mouth words at me and they're trying to talk to me, I wouldn't be able to hear what they're saying at all. And so I woke up. It's fever dream. Wake up. My mom, hey, you okay? Yeah, I had a dream that you, like, there was no sound when you guys were talking to me, and you were trying to talk to me. And so then for the next like half hour, my mom just did that to me.
Aww.
She just didn't talk?
She was just mouthing her words like, do you want dinner? But it would be like,
no voice.
No voice at all. And I'm like, stop. This is my dream again. She still denies it, but it was a real thing. It hurt.
I don't dream a whole lot, but I don't think I allow my head to hit the pillow long enough to actually get to that point in sleep.
Yeah.
Where I dream. So
5G dreams, Shekinah?
HD.
You're the one, who just like told me that was a thing. I had no idea this was a thing.
What do you mean 5G?
So there was a thing out there that said, oh, your dream's been this way nowadays. Have you had this? Have you had a headache that you don't realize that you're having, like why you're having a headache? 5G. So anyway, randomly, Jamie and I, like a week later, were like, and she didn't see that, but we were like, I'm like, man, I've had some like serious, like, what are those, clarifying or like real dreams? Fluid? What are they called?
Like realistic? Or
We're
like
super realistic dreams. Yeah, for sure. And so she was saying that she had some too, and they were weird realistic dreams. Just bizarre. Like you work at a carnival and you're, it's like that type of thing. And so I'm like, oh, 5G dream. So anyway, that's where our joke is in between, is about a 5G dream. So have you had a 5G dream lately, Shekinah?
I mean, last dream I can remember, I was like trying to find the right size garbage bag.
Was it a happy dream? Or a
Did you find
stressful?
it?
Stressed,
Did you
actually.
finally
It was like,
find it?
This garbage bag doesn't fit.
Like in the garbage can, or for
Yeah.
things to go into
In
it?
the garbage can.
Was it too small, too big?
I had a too small and a too big, and I needed a medium.
Could
Oh
you imagine
my
just right?
goodness.
waking
like,
up?
why did I dream about that? I have no idea. It's 5G.
That's 5G?
Shekinah's
No
day was
idea.
wrecked because she didn't have the right size trash bag in her dream.
Man. Desi, what about yours? You said you don't dream that much. How does it hit the pill hard long enough?
Yeah, I'm not the best sleeper. I get like stress dreams. That's the times that I do dream. If I'm stressed and I'm exhausted and I fall asleep for a short amount of time, I have terrible dreams. And then I wake up and I'm like, well, that was a real nice nap. Glad I did that.
Well, those are the dreams that I actually like, because it's usually before a big presentation, or I got to turn something in, or a meeting. And then in my dream, I'm like late to my meeting. I don't have the presentation. I forgot. And so obviously it's weighing hard on my mind. So then when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, great. I'm setting an alarm on my phone so I won't be late, and I'm going to have the presentation ready, and I'm checking it right now. Oh, still good. And so it kind of helps me like get through it all.
So are you a one alarm person, or do you set multiple?
I will set one alarm and hit it as a snooze once. Jamie will set like 5 alarms and snooze those.
Yep.
Kane, I had to literally tell him, because he would have alarms go off like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Anytime he's ever set an alarm in his life, that's when his phone would go off. And it would just go vroom, 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 from the other room. Vroom, vroom. And I'm like, I'm too tired. I might get that state where I'm too tired to get up and tell him to turn it off, because I don't want to get out of bed. But it was just ruining my sleep too. So then I told him to turn it off. Like, stop with your freaking stuff. Is that too hot for you?
I I was gonna turn on the oscillate or whatever.
Oh yeah, go oscillate it. Are you too warm? Okay.
My legs are a little toasty.
You're gonna have no, it's this gets cold out here. But anyway, so I had to, and then he deleted his so that like at 3 a.m. I said, hey, stop it. He turned off all his alarms. And then he missed school the next day because his alarms didn't go off.
He starts waking up at 2 a.m. just to get to
No,
school?
I don't know. That's a good question to ask him, but maybe it's that time where you wake up and you're like, oh man, it feels like I've slept like 8 hours. And then you look at your alarm or you look at your clock to see what time it is and you're like, oh sweet, I got like 6 more hours of sleep. This is amazing. Mm-hmm. And you kind of like that feeling. I like that feeling.
I do too, actually. Sleeping through the night, I wake up often, so and then realize like, hey, I can go back to sleep for a little bit more. I think if I slept through the entire night, I would feel robbed of my sleep.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
My son will not wake up to an alarm. Like, it could be the most annoying, loudest alarm, continuous alarm, not even budge a little bit. But as soon as I go in his room and I'm like, Julian, wake up. And he's like, yeah, I'm up.
He'll wake up immediately.
But like an alarm
he needs your
blaring
voice.
in his, I'm like,
the mom
oh my
alarm
gosh.
the mom alarm. The alarm.
I like to tell my kids it's 10 minutes later than it actually is. I do that often with my daughter Jaden. I'm like, hey, it's this time, it's this time. I know damn well it's 10 minutes before, but I feel like she needs 10 minutes to process my words before Peyton gets herself up, but I'll wake Jaden up.
I like that. I wonder if Shekinah's like when she's like 40 and has to call Julian.
Or just like,
wake up, buddy.
They have those ringtones or something. Like way back in the day, it was like, I think my brother-in-law has one of those with his kid. I was just joking with him the other day about making one of those for Julian so that he can have one for an alarm.
I like having Julian over here. He'll mess with this stuff. He'll come listen. He'll put the headphones on and talk in the microphone and hear his voice and think it's fun and cool. He's a good kid. He's Kane's age. Got to hang out quite a bit. We need to have Shekinah on a little bit more too, because we can talk a little bit about the teenage. But you got some teenagers too.
I do. Yeah.
So what's that like? I don't have any.
I know. Gosh. It's a learning curve, but like you're learning the curve differently with every child.
And your kids' ages are
15 and 13, so they're almost 16 and 14. So, and then I have a 7-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter.
Yeah. So, and Shekinah, your son's name or your son's age?
14.
And Kane's 14, Madden's 18, Megan's 17, Jacqueline's 5. It's weird because I remember a guy pulling me aside saying, hey dude, your daughter's 7 years old right now. This is the best time. Enjoy this time. And then when she turned 7, it was great. It was awesome. 8, she was great. 9, she was 10. I was like, oh man, that guy was full of it. Like, this is great. And then the teenage years hit. Not saying it's bad, but then you just kind of like hit this whole other realm.
It's just difficult.
It's completely difficult and different. Yeah.
It's difficult for them too.
Yeah.
Just like being in school, even though they don't have adult responsibilities, that's a hard time.
Yeah.
And their hormones, and we can only do so much
to
guide them, and then the rest is nature.
Well, they think they know everything too, and that's the hardest part. When they think they know everything, and you try to teach them something, and it's I know. I was going to do that. I was just going to do that. I was just going to do that. I know. It's like no. If I would have let you just do this right now for the next 20 minutes, you wouldn't have done what I want you to do, and to show you that. And it's just kind of navigating that, letting them be. And the 14, middle school is such a weird age because, I used to be a youth pastor, and I realized that when I was planning these events for middle schoolers, it was like, for like half the night they want to be like 8 years old again and just do all the fun, crazy, cool dodgeball. Let's go. Pizza, let's get crazy, let's wipe boogers on each other. Like they just want to get crazy. And then the other half of the night they just want to be, no, I'm an adult now, and this is who I am, and just accept who I am right now because I'm an adult. It's like, dude, you were just wiping boogers on a buddy of yours like 4 minutes ago, and now you're this like college educated kid, and they're just trying to figure out like where they're at, and that's the hardest part to navigate when we're doing stuff too. So do you laugh, you giggle a little bit, feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this year, my son just turned 14 in January, and I feel like just the last couple of months, it's turned to asking me about everything to like, Mom, you don't know anything at all. I'm like, it's like, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's difficult, I think, and I mean, I want him to think for himself and do his own research and figure things out on his own, but it's also like kind of rude. Like, actually, I kind of do know a little bit, But.
I just will sometimes just tell my kids random things that I wanted to know as a kid, but not like make it weird.
Yeah?
I'll just be like, hey, by the way, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll just like leave.
Yeah.
Or like wait and see if they have any questions. And then if there are none, I'm just like, I think they're pretty used to it.
So what were the like? Were you like pop culture? Like, by the way, 2 of the new kids on the block are brothers.
Yeah.
No,
Did
just
you know that?
Marky Mark.
Hey,
He's an actor.
Marky Mark and Johnny Wahlberg. You know that they're brothers. Bye.
just anything. Because my
see you guys tomorrow.
I do. Usually it's stuff like, I don't know, maybe stuff that'll be like uncomfortable conversations or something like that. I'll just kind of just randomly bring it up. And
hey,
then...
the P goes to the V. Pizza's in the fridge. Have a great night.
Yeah. I will say, though, that nobody warned me about how awkward, like, the puberty phases and stuff like that and the things that go along with that. I'm like, and then you're just like, is it just going on, in my house, or is everybody going through this awkward phase?
Mm-hmm.
My awkward phase with them is like they tell inappropriate jokes.
I love it.
They're like,
so
I'm like, hey guys, I need everyone to come in the room, and then like Kane's like, oh, you should come in the room.
I know, she's like 69. You'll find 69 everywhere.
I do have to catch. They hear things and then, or on the internet or something like that, and then they repeat it, and sometimes I have to like, hey, you need to dial it back a minute, like do you understand what you just said?
Yeah.
Or that's in, and my kids are pretty good,
Right. They're boundary testing.
They do.
Bit. Yeah.
And I feel like we're pretty good about communication. I try to keep that open. I think that communication can be uncomfortable at times, but it's vital. So I try to keep those lines of communication open. But yeah, they've tried to slip some jokes in there. I'm like, listen, your mom's the queen of dirty jokes,
right?
For one.
And if I hear one more your mom joke, I'm gonna freaking lose it.
They do. They say your mom,
dude. I'm like, next time you say that, I'm gonna call my mom, put her on speakerphone, and see how that goes with that joke, buddy.
Do your kids call you bro?
No.
Or bruh?
Yeah. There's a point where, Megan would do that a lot. Bro, dude, bro. Come on. Hey, bro. I'm like, I ain't bro.
I don't let them.
Yeah,
I don't let them.
It's a contentious conversation after that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I will shut that down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm not your bro.
Not a fan. No,
No.
You call me mom.
No. Well, we're getting towards the end. So we do shout outs at the end, or you can do shit outs too. So shout outs is if you want to shout out someone. Shit out if you want to complain about something. So it's not quite a shout out. It's a negative shout out.
I would like to formally complain that Jamie is not here tonight.
Yeah.
How dare she take time away from for herself?
Big miss.
Well, she's having a girls' night.
Yeah.
That's true too.
So Jamie, if you're listening, please don't ever do that again.
She will never listen, but that's a good. Unless we do start doing crime. If I title this Fullbuddycast Crime Podcast, she may listen.
Maybe
she may listen.
Yeah, or the men. What's the other one? The men's room.
Men's room too.
She loves it. She
There's a men's. By the way, it's men's room
doesn't.
crime podcast. She definitely listen. Yeah. All right. Well,
wait. What's this podcast called again?
So this one's
new.
This one's just gonna be a regular Fullbuddycast special edition of After Hours.
Okay. Fullbuddycast.
Fullbuddycast After Hours. Yeah. Shekinah got a shout out or shit out?
Shout out to Julian.
Yeah.
He's gonna listen.
Oh, he's gonna listen to this?
Mm-hmm.
I was
You're gonna make
joking,
him?
by the way.
I mean, he would be stoked to hear that I talked about him on here.
Oh, really?
Hi,
Well,
Julian.
Hey, Julian. He is the man. We had a great conversation. It was funny
Yeah.
thing was I went to the Rainier. My daughter works at the Rainier. And so I went there just to have a little beer, watch the Mariners. And when she was off, I was going to walk home with her. And it's kind of like, you kind of get into a restaurant, you kind of peer around to see if you know anyone. And I sat down, didn't actually know it, didn't see anyone. And then I kind of looked again after sitting down, and I see this like this person just like head and neck in the air, like, hey, and it was Shekinah. So I went and sat with Shekinah, and then got to talk with Julian. He is sometimes he's just so like. You can tell he just wants to like watch his YouTube or whatever he's watching. Mm-hmm. But then once you engage with him, he's just like super like, has great conversations. So that was a good time. And it was a nice little treat, actually. It was good to hang out with him. So shout out to Julian as well. I want to shout out the people that come out to the Full Buddy Fridays. We're starting to back up. I understand. Plus, we had a comedian that was in town that kind of looks like me with hair, and it just hurts my feelings, and people tag me in it, but whatever. If you got to have haters, you might as well, that means you're doing something right. So anyway, shout out to Amanda and Sandra coming out, as well as Veronica, and then also obviously you two gaggle of gals, and then also Craig and Corey and their women. It was nice to have them. And Miss Jamie, would be nice to have her. It was just I didn't know. There's a point. Here's the thing. I'll tell a quick story. Shout out to her as well. I'm going to be one of those old men that's like 80, and if I lose her first, I'm not going to know how to do anything. The lady walked up. Not the lady. See, I don't know how to talk. The waitress walked up, and she's like, "Hey, what do you want to have a drink?" And I stared at her hard for like literally 30 seconds. She goes, I could come back. She literally said, and I go, no, I'm trying to think of what it is. Because normally I just ask Jamie. I'd be like, hey, what? And she goes, you want a margarita? I'm like, yeah, I want a margarita. That sounds good. And I just did not know the name. I was just staring at her. And I wasn't drunk. I hadn't drinking anything. I hadn't eaten anything. So maybe I had that going. And this lady's just like staring. I can give you more time if you want. I'm like, no, it's almost there. What is it? I even told her, I'm like, it comes in a big glass, with ice. And she's like, a margarita? I go, yeah. Like the only thing you can get at a Mexican restaurant. Like, it was ridiculous. So anyway, I'm going to be that old man who's lost.
I think it's good though. When you love somebody and they go away, you are able to appreciate them more.
Them a little more.
Yeah, because you get used to having them around.
Telling you what drinks you're supposed to be
just that you get used to it, and then it's not there anymore, and then you realize, okay, Yeah. So, Jamie, please come back.
Come back.
Your husband is a wreck.
Lost. Thanks for listening, everyone. This is one of those ones where we were sitting around at Cedars and go, hey, let's record. And we had to talk kind of Shekinah into it. But Deszi was all about it. So anyway.
Yes, I was.
All right. Thanks for listening. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. And join us at the next Full Buddy Friday. Anyone, you guys want to say goodbye?
Bye. Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Fullbuddycast.